And I got these at the Goodwill a month ago, I think, for 15 bucks. And they sat in my car for a month. And then I listed them, and then a few days later they sold. Hello everybody, Drew here. Tip of the Mint Flips, where every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you're subscribed so you have a chance to win. And actually, at the end of this video will be the 400 subscriber giveaway. And I think we only have 30 to go till the next one. So next giveaway should be fairly soon, hopefully. First thing, before I start pulling orders, I did a little work in the garage. If you've been around for a while, the wooden shelves I used to have before I had these steel ones, which I had gotten from like Tractor Supply, I think it was, and they use them for seasonal racks of flowers and plants and stuff. So if you ever really need a bonus tip, if you ever need some shelving, that's a great place to get them. Walmart, Tractor Supply, any place during the spring and summer that carries flowers, they come in on the shelves, like wrapped up already as a unit, and then they just pull them off and they're ready to go. I think that's how it works, but they're more than willing to get rid of them, and they worked great for a long time. And then I just don't like to waste things, so I tore them apart instead of just turning them into firewood. I've been using part of it to start filling in this wall. I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to trim it out a little bit and do a little more as I go, but I think for what I did, what it is, it looks pretty good. And then also some of it I've been putting up on the ceiling. This turned into not as great of an idea because they are 2-inch boards. So this takes a very long time. This is multiple days worth of work just to get that little bit. And I got a lot of ceiling to cover. So I don't know if I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to cover it with something. I don't know if it'll be like that, but I don't know. I don't like to spend money on things if I don't have to. And this is a workspace. I was just thinking the other day, yesterday, I think, to any of the newer viewers, go back to one of my first couple videos and check out what I was working with when I started. I had none of the garage was insulated. I built like a cubby office type thing out of blankets, like a blanket fort. It's kind of comical. It was brutal. It was definitely brutal to work in, not optimal conditions. And I didn't have this amazing gas heater yet. I was using a small electric heater, which not only was very expensive, but not very functional. And I've got 8 orders going out today for about 150 bucks. That seems to be a trend, about 150 bucks. I also had 2 things I sent out yesterday, which wasn't a shipping day. But one of them, they said, hey, can I pay for priority shipping? It had free first class shipping. And I said, sure. They want to have it for some dinner. And that was this item right here, which is a Bakelite handle tong fork thingy. And I think $17.99 is what they paid. Plus they paid for priority shipping. So I sent that out right away first thing in the morning because I would like to have a happy customer that they got the thing in the last minute that they wanted. And then also this thing here, which was a couple videos ago, I talked about if you don't know anything about golf or golf supplies or golf clubs or anything, if you see anything that says Scotty Cameron, buy it. It's worth it. And I had this listed for $50, I think, free shipping, and I took it off for $40 because I paid a total of $0 for it. So first thing going out today on C4, I just listed these Corning Grab It C1234. Okay, nope, I have them on B4. I gotta not do that. But these are the Corning Ware Grab It bowls. If you can get those for $2 or under, pick them up every time. Sell them in any quantity. You could do 1, 3, 5, whatever. They will sell, and they will sell quickly. It's a very, very good turnover. Every time I see them, I buy them. Sometimes I pay a little bit extra. Actually, it was weird. I was at Salvation Army, and I think it was this one was priced at $1.49, and this one was priced at $2.49, which I didn't even bother questioning it. I don't know. I don't work there. It's not my job to price things. But I was questioning buying the $2.49 one because that's a little bit above my threshold for them. But then I was like, oh, you know, average price of goods because I bought one for $1.50, you know, so it worked out. And I got $14.99 plus shipping. I listed that I don't know, maybe a week ago. I don't think so, 5 days ago. So very quick flip. And then after that, I don't know why I have this with a label. That seems weird. Because it's not it's not on a shelf that has a label. But either way, Rocky Horror Picture Show VHS right here. And it's in okay condition, not fantastic, but I got $9.99 free shipping. And if you don't know, I don't try to sell a lot of VHS, but you get them for free most of the time. But what tends to have value for VHS is stuff like this. Kind of your spooky ooky. I got some Frankenstein, the Devil Bat, Dracula, the Mask of Mandragora. I don't know. Just your weird stuff. The Thing. Definitely always pick up your older wrestling VHS. That's good money right there. I think I have that one listed for about $30. I should get that. But VHS, I mess with it a little bit. But I don't know, more because it's like treasure hunting, where I don't look them up. I just go, okay, I'm going to buy all of these that I think, I'll look through a bin of them and I'll buy 3 or 4. I'm like, okay, maybe these 3. And then sometimes I hit, sometimes I don't. But I'm not out really any money if I don't get a winner. But either way, Rocky Horror Picture Show, $9.99 free shipping. And then this one I listed and it sold the same day on, nope, not over here, on Blu-ray, Purple Rain, the movie, right here. And I couldn't find any more with the purple box. I don't think that adds any value, but I just thought it was interesting that none of the other ones had a purple box, or just had a blue box. I got $7.99 free shipping for that. That'll go media mail, and I don't know if anybody else got it, but eBay made a mistake, sent out a mass email to a bunch of people saying, your media mail listings are blah, 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 invalid or in a wrong category. Like 3 hours later, they retracted it, but I knew it was some kind of mistake on their end anyways, because the ones that they were saying the categories were wrong were VHS tapes and cassette tapes and media mail. So, just another thing where eBay messes up and, puts a little bump in my day. After that, love it every time. Plain wooden chess piece, A2A basket, right here. And it is for a pawn, a black pawn, brown pawn, right there. And I took an offer, $7.99 free shipping. And then after that on A1, this is going to be, I think, difficult to dig out. Vintage Revereware, 8.5-inch lid on A1, 8.5-inch. And I say it's going to be difficult because I got to get down on my hands and knees to get to it. And does that look like 8.5 inches? No, I don't think so. But maybe. I don't know. I'll double check. I'm going to pull this one for show and then double check when I go to pack. I don't think that's the right one, but they're all stacked up way in the back for some stupid reason. But it's a Revereware lid, and I got $17.99 free shipping, and that should go first class. But I have found that Revereware, the lids sell better than the pans at this point. Just the category's flooded, so nothing I can really do about it. I'll start lowering the price of my Revereware soon. I'm going to wait till close to Thanksgiving, because I'm thinking maybe with the holidays coming up, a lot of people doing cooking at home, they bust out pots and pans they don't use, or it's their first time hosting, stuff like that. So I'm hoping a lot of my Corning and Revereware pans and dishes start selling soon, so I don't have to reduce the price. And then here's the big one of the day. On B2, vintage diamond super ringer horseshoes, silver and gold. You can't tell, but they used to be a silver and a gold set, 2.5 pound. And I got these at the Goodwill a month ago, I think, for $15, and they sat in my car for a month, and then I listed them, and then a few days later they sold. $83.99 plus shipping, and I put them priority shipping, but I put it regular priority shipping, dimensional weighted priority shipping, But these will fit in some type of flat rate box or regional box. So I'll actually make a couple bucks on the shipping there as well. But $83.99, you know, I'll probably make 10 bucks on the shipping. So, you know, $94, paid 15 bucks. So keep an eye out for these. Not something I come across often, but I definitely will double check. I'm guessing it's one of those things where people that are very into horseshoes, which my town has a horseshoe league, competitive league. I'm guessing it's one of those things where when you find the ones you like people, if they play baseball, they have a glove they like, bats they like. I'm guessing that's the same thing. And so vintage horseshoes, once you find the one you like, it was the one your grandpa and your dad used or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they're just really good ones. $84 plus shipping. And then next up, I don't know why this one's worth so much, but genuine Emerson Funai blah blah blah. It's a remote. Move my green jacket back to where it goes. Funai, that's gonna be in the unmarked bag right here. I'm not gonna dig it out right now. It's this one right there that you can't see the front of, but it's a remote, and I got $20. Took an offer, $20 free shipping. I had it listed $24.99. When the offer came up, I was shocked that $20 was the offer. So 20 bucks for a remote, that's good money every day. It also says it has no battery cover, which I don't think is true. I think I just saw it with a battery cover, so I don't know. Sometimes I don't pay great attention to copying listings and I forget to delete stuff. It happens. I try not to, but it does happen. And then next up, this one was, I thought, interesting. Someone messaged me and said, hey, can you tell me the exact dimensions of this? I need to know for when I travel. I don't know how. You got to know the exact. You got everything Tetrised into your suitcase. You got to know exactly. I don't know. Or maybe it's maybe like a military thing. So you do have to know exactly how much you put on the plane, or maybe they're a flight attendant. I don't know. There was a reason they had to know the exact dimensions for travel. But it is an A3 Cardinal professional poker chip set. And I think I paid $1 for this. It was just new, so I said, hey, why not? It's got a barcode and it's new. I don't got to do much work. Take a couple pictures, scan a barcode. $18.99 free shipping. And I don't think this is under a pound. Because normally I don't do free shipping unless, no, that's over 2 pounds. But it'll fit into a regional A or some type of flat rate box, which is probably why I did that. But $18.99 free shipping. Still, easy lister, quick money, quick flip. Okay, before we do the giveaway selection, had a couple, not questions, maybe questions, but interesting talking points from the comments from the last video, and I figured I'd go over a couple of them. First one is from M. Qua. I live in a small town too. I've been selling on eBay for 20 years, but I'm very discouraged after so many changes that started when managed payments took over. Me too. There have been way too many changes lately. The customer knowledge, like you pointed out with a confusion with Amazon, has plagued me, as well as the commission on expensive shipping. I've been hit with customer remorse only a few times, but afraid of having to pay $30 back to a buyer just for shipping. Also, I heard that eBay will increase the commission if you get negative feedback. Does anyone have help for the seller who is afraid of these things happening? I'm thinking of abandoning eBay because it's so seller unfriendly. Now, MQuat, you've been in it for 20 years. So you definitely have more experience than I do, but it seems like the same things have been happening. And we talked back and forth a little bit. The unfortunate thing is, I don't see anything changing about that. My main point, my main conclusion with all of it is that eBay is a giant corporation, and giant corporations only care about one thing, and that one thing is shareholders for the company. So as long as eBay's stock goes up and the shareholders are happy, they do not care about the rest. They don't have any reason to, because the people that matter to them are happy. That is not the customers. That is not the sellers. That is the shareholders. And that's with every large corporation. The part that really confuses me, though, is eBay did a massive, about a year ago, a massive push to try to upscale, I think, what was being sold on the platform. Like, they wanted high-end watches, high-end shoes. They've really tried to push the graded cards and cards in general, because there was an uptick in the price of them onto the platform. But during that time, they also reduced the security for the seller. So why in the hell would I want to sell a $5,000, $10,000 watch, a $1,000 pair of shoes that I most likely will get scammed on? Like, not maybe will get scammed on, like high percentage I'll get scammed on, to the point where they did introduce one security factor with watches where there's an independent checker you send it to. So I think that was more, they were trying to secure the seller, the buyer than the seller, where I ship off my watch. It doesn't go to the person that bought it. It goes to an independent checker who makes sure, verifies that this Rolex is a Rolex. Because the scam watch is a big thing. I didn't know that. But they'll buy broken Rolexes and like put the shell and put other parts in them. And so it's a real big thing. But they did that at least. But that's not something I'm going to do, because I'm never, even with that security measure there, I'm never going to sell something high-end like a watch, because the chances are I'm going to get scammed somehow. Because even if it goes through the fact checker, the verification checker, makes it to the buyer, I could still get a chargeback from them. So I just, their plan never matches up with their actions. And unfortunately, I don't think that's going to change. And there isn't another platform, this was the gist of it, there isn't another platform that does what eBay does at the level eBay does it. When that happens, I will switch. When and if. So that might not happen, but if it does, I would switch. If I did clothing, I would switch to Poshmark. I don't do clothing because it has a high return rate. That's just something I decided not to do. I don't do new electronics, iPhones, iPads, things like that. High rate of scamming. Not going to do it. Because a lot of times what people do is they'll just have a broken one, buy one, say, hey, this doesn't work. They say, okay, we'll send it back. You'd send it back the broken one. That's just a common scam. It's hard to fight back against. So I just avoid those categories. There are smaller resale sites for niche things. Like Poshmark, you can sell other stuff, but unless it's clothing, I wouldn't. Facebook Marketplace, I guess, is starting to come up, and I'll have to look into it. I hate Marketplace. I hate it. Maybe that's just my local marketplace, but I hate it so much. But no one seems to be wanting to eat eBay's lunch, as they say. So until that happens, we're kind of stuck. Sorry I don't have more for you, but it kind of is what it is. And like I said, you've been in it 20 years. I think you're aware of that. It's just kind of wishful thinking for us resellers at this point. Next question from Mark Watson was, I had just sold a small CRTV, like kind of like this one, and he said, I wonder why people buy the old small TVs. I know some like CRT display, but I would think they would want larger screens. And what he's referring to is that gamers, if you use something older, like one of these, they do work better on an old CRTV, and in some cases, it's the best way to hook them up, because they don't have HDMI, and the ways you hook up one of these to a HDMI TV is sometimes difficult, and in a lot of cases, very expensive if you want to get a quality picture. So buying one of these is much easier. Now, I'm guessing Mark Watson probably lives in maybe not a small town as mine, but not a metropolitan city, because that's why these sell. Because in my town, if I want a full size, 20 plus inch CRTV, I just put on Facebook, hey, anybody got one of these? And I would have one for free today. But if you live in New York, Chicago, Seattle, Houston, LA, these places have already been picked clean of the free or the cheap or the garage sale to the point where the supply has dwindled. So when I ship out one of these small CRTVs, it almost always goes to South Florida, New York, someplace heavily populated out west, like a Seattle, or someplace in Colorado, like a Boulder or something, some large metropolitan town. And to ship the big ones is never worth it for the seller. It's just too much risk for how much money you get. You could do local pickup, and a lot of people do with those. I've gone as far as I'm waffling back and forth of storing the larger CRT televisions, and not a bunch of them, just the Sony Trinitrons and the big ones with the VCR still in them, or the DVD player. I'm thinking, been tossing around the back of my mind of storing high-end ones, 15, 20, 25 of them, and then go on a vacation to one of these places at some point and just keep them in the back of the truck, or rent a small trailer and keep them in the back there, and put them on a local marketplace while I got 3 kids, so camping is generally about all we can do, and put them on a local marketplace and basically pay for the trip. I've been tossing it around. It might not be worth, what is it, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, so storing them might not be worth it. I don't know, but I get them for free. I hardly ever pay for them. The small ones, I'll pay, $10 for them, maybe, if it's a good one. But generally, people just want them gone. They're on Facebook Marketplace in my area all the time. But in big cities, that's already happened, already been fleshed out, and they don't exist like that. And these ones are shippable, so that's why there's still a market for them. Okay, so now the part everybody's been waiting for, do the giveaway. So I copied the URL into the comment picker website, filter duplicate users, so you can only be entered once. Let's go ahead and get the YouTube comments. 18 unique comments, so surprisingly that's actually less than the last giveaway, so your chances, if you have been entered, are greater than the last one. And let's see, go ahead and start the picker. And Mark Watson, you with your comment, I wonder why people buy old small TVs. So Mark, you are the winner of $10 off something in my store. You also get one of these awesome magnets that the Lowry's provided me, so thankful for that. And also one of the super cool stickers they provided with this shiny, glossy finish on them. And so what you'll want to do is, there is a Facebook group in the description of the video. Go ahead and join the group, and then reach out to me, and we'll figure out the details. If you do want to work outside of the eBay platform, where you pay me through, PayPal or Cash App or Facebook Pay or something like that, I can actually give you a better deal, so you can get a little more than your $10 worth. So Mark Watson, congratulations. Thank you. I think you're a new subscriber, so thank you for subscribing. And that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.